Deputy Rick Grimes wakes up from a coma to discover a world overrun by zombies. Finding his wife and son alive, they join a group of survivors seeking refuge. But the murderous hordes of zombies threaten them all in The Walking Dead.
Hi, I'm Aaron.
I'm Leah.
Salim. And we're here to talk about the AMC drama, The Walking Dead. We're going to talk about seasons 1, 2, and the first 2 episodes of season 3. We've all just seen it. Who wants to start?
Dude, wait, what is that on your arm?
What, this? Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry, it's all good.
The Walking Dead is a graphic comic series by
Robert Kirkman.
Thank you very much. And it's gory, and it's graphic, and it's got walkers or zombies or shamblers. It carries on this tradition of the last man alive narrative. So we have Rick, played by Andrew Lincoln, who is a very well-known British actor. Unfortunately, Rick gets shot while on duty, and then he goes into a coma, and he wakes up several months later, and the world has changed.
Literally in the middle of the zombie apocalypse.
Right. So season 1 does a good job of setting all of that up. And then we get to season 2, which is a bit of a dip in terms of the excitement and the gore and the action.
I think that's putting it mildly. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Am I being too
being
easy
a little
on them?
nice. Well, I mean,
okay,
season 2 started off after they had left the CDC at the end of season 1, realizing that there probably is no cure, and the next best thing to do is find real shelter. And we spend the whole second season at this farmhouse, where there are some other survivors, a doctor, a few of his family members and whatnot. And it sort of drags a little bit. At least that's what I thought.
Well, and we have a couple of reasons for this. The showrunner of the first season was Frank Darabont. He developed the show from the comic book series and brought it to AMC. Now, after the first season, which he more or less wrote just about every episode.
Which was great.
Which was great.
Awesome.
No, the first season was fantastic.
Darabont. Yeah.
And you can tell that somebody had a handle on the show and knew where they were going with it.
It had an auteur style.
Exactly. Too. And then in the second season, it was a little bit different because unfortunately... Darabont, unfortunately, left.
Kind of a big deal.
And that's kind of a big deal.
Exactly.
It didn't have the same level of energy, but we spent a lot of time doing character development. We spent a lot of time fleshing out love triangles. So we used that whole season to allow the audience to become more emotionally invested in these characters.
And that brings us into season 3.
Oh my gosh!
Woo. They get to the prison in the first 10 minutes. It's no meandering. They know exactly what they're doing, which the second season was missing.
This is a zombie apocalypse, and it keeps asking the audience the same question. What would you do in this situation?
Hey, look, it was one thing standing around here picking daisies when we thought this place was supposed to be safe, but now we know it ain't. How about you, man? You gonna protect yours?
This show definitely lives and dies with the strengths of the actors.
Right.
And let's start with Andrew Lincoln. He's phenomenal. You see everything that has happened to him in the second season really affects him in the third season. He's become very layered.
What's great about the casting of Andrew Lincoln as Rick is he looks like an everyman who believes in law and order.
Yeah, but not just law and order. He believes in humanity.
Right.
He believes in the inherent goodness of people.
Or he used to.
He used to. And that's what's so fascinating is that you see it happening, his slow devolving of this.
Sophia, you have to do exactly as I say. Hide in there. Squeeze him tight. I'll draw him away from you. Listen. They don't get winded. I do. And I can only deal with them one at a time. I wouldn't be able to protect you.
I love Norman Reedus.
Yes, Norman Reedus
as
is Daryl, the best.
How can they get me, to love this white supremacist neo-Nazi guy?
Because he's not so neo-Nazi
anymore.
Because when you really get down to it, between The Walking Dead and the alive human beings, notions of race and class.
I think I'd prefer a black person to a zombie.
Exactly, and I love it. And not just that, is that he has this loyalty that is so unique and necessary for this world.
Right. Can I just tell you how much I really do not like Lori? Can I just tell you that this woman...
Sarah Callies?
Oh my God, she has bugged since the beginning of the show.
That's her job, though.
But you're absolutely right. That is her job. Her primary role in this show is to be an irritant. So that when we're not fighting off walkers, we keep this notion of agitation.
Your place is here. If Shane said he'll be back, he'll be back. He's like you, though.
I can't just sit here.
That's exactly what you do. If you need to pray or cry or tell God he's cruel, you go right ahead.
What did you think about the direction for this season?
So far, the first 2 episodes look phenomenal.
Yeah.
The gore is there, but it's not as realistic and off-putting as it used to be.
That cartoonish quality has made it so much more violent. I mean, there's a part in episode 1 where we meet prison guards who are zombies and they have riot masks on, or riot helmets.
Yeah.
And Rick takes off a riot helmet and the guy's face just comes off. Like, his skin just...
Their use of space within this prison setting is really interesting. It's really amazing.
Lighting,
going around
everything.
corners and lighting and expectations of what is waiting for you around a corner.
It's the kind of production values that AMC's always had, and I think we kind of expect it. You know, it's AMC's sort of quality stamp, if you will.
For zombie fans and non-zombie fans alike, the strength and the horror of the show is in its ability to ask the question every time, what would you do in this situation? So I say it's a definite see it for The Walking Dead.
Just from watching the first 2 episodes of the 3rd season, I can already tell this is going to be the best show on TV. See it, see it, see it.
Aaron, what do you think?
Aaron? Aaron? What is that on your arm? What, this? Oh, it's nothing.
Well, I think that sums it up.
All right.
We've got cheers.
Still have 11 condoms.
Yeah, you see 11 condoms, I see 11 minutes of my life I'm never getting back.
It was shocking, it was surprising, it was entertaining, it was over the top.